This is 7National News. Here are the headlines. Ruler of Dubai calls for focus on UAE tourism. Regional managers graduate from CAS Business School in Dubai. And TEPCO releases new video inside of #1 reactor. And in our top story, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Vice President and Prime Minister of the UAE and ruler of Dubai, has called for greater focus on the development of the tourism sector in Dubai and the UAE. During his tour of the Arabian travel market that opened this week, he called upon the federal and local tourism-related entities to intensify their efforts and mobilise resources to develop the country's flourishing tourism industry, particularly in Dubai. The ruler of Dubai also underlined the assets and infrastructure for the industry in the UAE, including its magnificent beaches, the warm sun, the gold enchanting desert, world-class facilities and Arabian hospitality. He stated that he was satisfied with the growing momentum and popularity of the ATM, which he said is an indicator of the promise of the UAE's tourism sector. Under the patronage of His Highness Sheikh Maktoum bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, Deputy Ruler of Dubai and President of the DIFC, an outstanding number of regional managers were recognised at the CAS Business School graduation ceremony on Tuesday. Dignitaries that graced the ceremony were His Highness Sheikh Ahmed bin Saeed Al Maktoum, President of the Dubai Civil Aviation Authority, Chairman of Dubai Airports and Chief Executive of Emirates Airline, along with His Excellency Mr. Dominic Jermy, UK Ambassador to the UAE. The CAS Executive MBA, a part-time course taught at the Dubai International Financial Centre, enables decision-makers in key roles to advance their careers and at the same time remain in full-time employment. This year's graduates came from a range of industries, from finance and legal to energy and government.
I'm personally actually graduated with distinction, so I'm very proud of that. I work for Deloitte Corporate Finance Dubai, so my plans is to basically use my knowledge and studies from CAS Business School, this program especially in finance, in my work at Deloitte.
We had a big deal of learning and experience from my colleagues, from my teachers. It's been a wonderful experience.
The CAS DIFC programme is becoming increasingly popular, with admission rates seeing an upward trend since its launch in 2007. It's the only executive MBA course in the world to offer specialist electives such as Islamic finance and oil and energy economics. Meanwhile, London-based CAS students are currently on a tour of the Emirates with the aim of learning more about the UAE as an international market and a strong economic and financial hub in the Middle East.
CAS is very famous in London for its finance and its general management, and our objective was to create a business school here in a very important emerging market finance centre, Dubai and the Gulf, and we set up here in 2007. And what I think CAS brings is not only a focus on general management but also a very strong focus on finance.
Under the patronage and presence of His Highness Sheikh Mansour bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, the Community Development Authority in Dubai today launched the Walif Home Care Programme for the elderly. This initiative is part of the CDA's efforts to enhance social care services and social integration of the elderly in Dubai. June Wrigley has this report.
Dubai is a young, modern city with youthful, visionary leaders, but often in a fast-paced society, it is the elderly who get left behind. But with the launch of Walif, a program designed to provide home care for the elderly, Dubai is ensuring that the elderly are well looked after.
Salim Saeed is 88 years old, born in 1923. This octogenarian has lived in the same house in the Al Beda area for over 50 years. He has seen Dubai transform from a scarcely populated desert to a now leading Arab metropolis. Salim Saeed was married, but his wife had died a few years back, and they never had children. Initially, Salim Saeed was wary of having a stranger in his home, but now Walif is an integral part of his life, and Mohammed Hussein, his Walif care provider, is like a son to him.
I visit twice a week for 2 hours each. We do varied programs like reading the Quran, reading the newspaper, going for walks. I teach the maid how to improve her care for him.
Dubai's demographics, like many other Arab cities, is very much a young one. According to statistics, 20.4% of people are under the age of 14, and the 78.7%, or the bulk of the population, is between 15 and 64 years of age, leaving less than 1% of the population comprising those over the age of 65. The elderly are very much a minority, but through initiatives like Walif, they are not forgotten.
From a field study that we have done on the elderly living alone at home with the servants and no extended family living with them. And we had seen that some of them have been abused, and whether it is in terms of monetary abuse or physically abuse, and hence that the program came to make sure that the elderly living alone are protected, covered on a regular basis, being taken care of, and included as well in the community. They are our fathers, our grandfather. They have worked hard to establish this country, so we cannot really say the country is based on us as a young generation, but the elderly had played a vital role in this country.
Walif in Arabic embodies the feelings of mercy, respect and patience, and although Walif is designed for the elderly, the compassion learnt through such initiatives will undoubtedly strengthen the younger generations. June Wrigley, 7National News.
The Arabian travel market is now on its third day. Industry insiders say the event continues to reflect the upward movement the travel, tourism, aviation and hospitality industries are currently experiencing. With the recent developments in regional destinations and the UAE in particular, they say the GCC and Middle East are looking at a bright future ahead.
According to Amadeus, a global travel distribution system, they have seen a considerable increase in traffic in the region. The UAE in particular is among the destinations showing substantial growth in the travel, tourism and hospitality sectors.
It's picking up. I'm seeing in Dubai and in Abu Dhabi, the hotels are fully booked. The RevPAR is growing. The airlines have a better load factor, but it's still not, let's say, secured for the rest of the year.
Hotels in the UAE such as Dusit and Movenpick Hotel Dera confirm the optimistic outlook.
Dusit International has 4 hotels just in Dubai alone, and we're opening a new hotel in Abu Dhabi next year. Compared to last year, we feel that this is probably going to be one of the best years yet for a long time for ATM. There's definitely a very strong sense of positive regrowth.
January started off well. February was absolutely amazing. I think it caught everybody by surprise. Business was really booming. And yes, unbelievably, people were being booked out from Dubai into Abu Dhabi, which, to be honest, hasn't been heard of since early 2008. So we're certainly off to a very good start. And I think in the latter half of the year, September onwards, I think it's going to be an extremely healthy situation.
At the same time, cruise and aviation industry insiders say the upward trend is across the board, owing to the infrastructure already available in the country as well as upcoming developments.
Dubai has a buzz, it's got an energy. Abu Dhabi has culture and history, and I can't wait for the museums, the Guggenheim and the Louvre to open up. I think that's going to be spectacular. Oman has the generosity and the warmth of the welcomes that our guests receive in Muscat, along with the arrival into Muscat. The scenery is spectacular, works really well and is really appealing.
And Tourism Development and Investment Company, in our participation in ATM Dubai this year, we're focusing more on the projects and the hotels and resorts that are opening this year in 2011.
And with the Middle East an important market for companies such as Royal Jet, they say they are confident despite the current situation in various parts of the region.
We found very heavy growth in government travel and corporate travel, particularly in the last 6 months, and particularly in the region with corporate travel, with some of the very strong growth in markets like Iraq and the recovering markets here in the Middle East. We're finding very strong growth patterns. Our other markets, Medivac operation has been strong, and we're also finding the growth of the high net worth individual market. So this is individual travellers starting to grow again very strongly as well.
While things have improved dramatically in recent months, participants at the Arabian travel market remain cautious and say this is not the time to rest on one's laurels. In fact, it is now crucial for the entire industry to focus more on customer experience.
The big bus tours has seen a development in people coming onto the buses and tourism in general over the last year, certainly better than the previous year, where I think the world was really in an economic downturn. However, to say we're out of the woods yet, I think would be a little bit more premature. I just think we all need to work very hard to make sure we can still attract people to Dubai and the UAE.
The general concession throughout the exhibition is very positive, with the UAE among the preferred destinations. Abu Dhabi and Dubai are topping the list. However, industry experts say it's still too early to rejoice and there's still a lot of work needed to be done. Khadija Sali, 7 National News.
Now, eco-campaigns are becoming increasingly popular within Dubai's corporate community as companies and schools are forging active partnerships to help spread the message on the benefits of recycling for a better world. One such initiative is the Pass It On campaign, a joint effort between the Eros group of companies and the GEMS World Academy. At a Labour camp location this morning, they proudly donated several electronic items from mobile phones and BlackBerry devices to music systems and computers. The idea behind this activity was to lead by example and raise awareness within the community.
This is an initiative which we have started to promote a more green and eco lifestyle. As you can see, it's called Pass It On, okay? Don't junk it, forward it. So basically we are trying to promote the concept and educating people not to junk their used electronic items and actually give it to us, where we take it through our partner organizations and recycle, reuse it by actually giving it to the less fortunate, like the people in the Labour camp here, where these electronic items are actually put to good use.
Here at GEMS World Academy, we're very happy to have been a part of the Pass It On campaign. It's something that our students, staff and parents have all taken on board. We have been very much involved in the Pass It On of electronic goods. We have started with a Pass It On pledge board to sign. After taking the pledge, students then went home and collected either unwanted or recyclable electronics to bring to school. And now we're going to be passing them on to a nearby Labour camp.
Children as young as 7 years old are being taught how to use their time wisely to make the world a happier place.
We are excited to be part of the campaign, and we are happy to help children who are less fortunate than us around the world. I think we're lucky to have this campaign because we are helping the world, making it a better place.
And looking abroad now, Fukushima nuclear power plant operator Tokyo Electric Power Company released a new video today showing the first floor of the Fukushima Daiichi first reactor. The video, captured by the US-made robot PackBot, confirmed that electricity cables were safe and there were no water leaks. However, radiation levels were higher than expected. TEPCO said it may take the rest of the year to bring the nuclear power plant back under control. It is also installing fans with filters at the number 1 reactor to reduce radiation inside to 1/20th of current levels within days. TEPCO wants a cold shutdown of the plant 240 kilometres from the capital within 6 to 9 months. And up next, we have the day's business news, so stay with us.